when you come to a podium, the first thing is, where can I set down a glass of water and not destroy what else is going to happen? I appreciate the invitation. It probably doesn't need to be said, but just for the record, I'm speaking for myself. Those of you who know, I'm the Chief Information Security Officer at Incutel, which is the strategic investment arm of the U.S. intelligence community. But let me just be clear as a matter of disclaimer that I'm speaking for myself, which is to say any errors are mine and so forth and so forth. As Rob said, I've known him a long time, or what seems like a long time now. And I know quite a few of you in the room as well. I don't mind heckling, but I've got a lot to say. So we'll see how this goes. But I don't mind heckling, by the way. I actually don't. I've often said what I like best. I like nothing better than a technically hostile audience. So I suspect some of you know how to do that. We're getting older. The alternative is worse. Were this a formal debate, the title would be the assertion, resolved, the internet is no place for critical infrastructure. I say that in part to get your attention, and in part to open a line of thought about what is critical, and the degree to which that which is critical is defined as a matter of principle, and the degree to which that which is critical is defined operationally. That is to say, I'm distinguishing between what we say and what we do. Mainstream media and bloggers alike love to turn the spotlight on anything they can plausibly call hypocrisy, the dictionary meaning of which is as follows: the act or practice of pretending to be what one is not, or to have principles or beliefs that one does not have, especially the false assumption of an appearance of virtue. The debate topic I'm proposing can therefore be restated as simply calling hypocrisy on the claim that the internet is a critical infrastructure, either directly or by transitive closure with the applications that run on or over it. If it were, the divergence between our beliefs and our practices would be necessarily narrower. It is possible that in writing this talk that I am in part echoing how a free-range cattleman felt about the coming of barbed wire, roads, and land title to the American West. The great cattle drives to the West lasted about 20 years before other kinds of progress made them impossible. Commercial internet traffic began 20 years ago last summer. Douglas Adams, in the posthumous book, The Salmon of Doubt, described our reactions to technologies as follows. 1. Anything that is in the world when we're born is normal and ordinary and is just a natural part of the way the world works. 2. Anything that's invented between when you're 15 and 35 is new and exciting and revolutionary, and you can probably get a career out of it. 3. Anything invented after you're 35 is against the natural order of things. I admit all that. And more, but recalling Winston Churchill's that the further back I look, the further forward I can see, it seems to me that either the wide open range that is the freedom of an internet built on the end-to-end principle must die, or else we must choose to not allow the critical infrastructures of our lives to depend on that internet. By now we have all the evidence we need to show that confidentiality, integrity, and availability for data or systems does not occur by magic, that it must be designed in the first place, and it must